In today's video, we're going to be checking out and unboxing a whole bunch of crates. Some old, some new. I think it's about probably about 200 crates unlocked in this, unboxed in this video. So yeah, if you do want to enjoy the video, make sure to of course like and subscribe. And if you do want any of the loadouts used in this video, then make sure to of course stay tuned to the end for that. And let's get into the video. Today's challenge shout out goes to Butcher Bangs. They have 358 subscribers at the time of recording this video, and yeah, they do mainly multiplayer related content, and they do also do some battle royale as well. So yeah, if you do go over and enjoy any of their videos, then make sure to of course like the videos you do enjoy and subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the channel in general. Of course, I have links down below in the description and up on the screen here. Make sure to go over, be positive by leaving any positive comments on what you like about their channel, what they're doing correctly, and leave any constructive comments on how they can improve their videos and videos and shorts. So yeah, and make sure to go over, be positive, be supportive, and let's get into the video. Okay, so here we are with the first gun. As you can see, my screen size wants to disconnect. Really helpful. And you see, it is the UL. Now this this skin is just a bit ugly, honestly. But I just happened to be recording, and I managed to get lucky, so that's why this is mainly in here. But yeah, the one good thing I would say is it has a relatively clear iron sight, even though there's the two big things on top. Other than that, it's actually quite a nice iron sight, I would say, and I might actually prefer this one to the original one. So yeah, but other than that, I would say stick a tournament camo on this, and you might be good to go. But other than that, nothing really much going for it. It's quite an OG skin, is the only thing. But other than that, it's not really my kind of skin. As you guys already probably know, I do like the bright and colourful skins. Then here is, of course, the pistol as well that we got with that crate. Now this is, I actually think this skin is better than the UL skin. So yeah. Yeah, it's got some. Actually, to be fair, it's not too vibrant. I like the red to it, but it could be a bit more bright, I would say, is the only thing. But other than that, it's an alright skin for a rare skin. So yeah, no problems with this one, I would say. Now, in terms of the UL, it's actually quite a fun one to use. I feel like it's a slightly more aggressive LMG than the Holger, although I think it can be decent out of long range. And the only reason it's slightly more aggressive than the Holger is the fact that it does have that 3-shot potential if you do hit the three-shot kill potential. So yeah, definitely, I would say definitely a medium, maybe a close, no, definitely a medium range LMG. That can be good at long range as well, I would say. But yeah. And I think this is probably, at the moment, this is probably the best LMG in the game, honestly. I feel like it's better than the Holger at least. As you can see, the hip fast accuracy is a bit lackluster on this one. Let's quickly go and test it out, shall we? Okay, not as bad as I thought it would be, but still, it's only about 5 out of 10, I would say, honestly. And then here is the Recoil. As you can see, pretty manageable recoil, I would say. It's pretty much straight up, no horizontal recoil at all. So yeah, that's another thing that makes it quite good and on par with the Holger. Is this really controllable recoil, which actually does make it pretty decent to use if you are accurate, I would say. And yeah, now let's check out the damage numbers, shall we? So 28, 33. So as long as you hit the upper body or arms 3 times, or the head twice, I think it would have to be. Then it is a guaranteed 3-shot, which is actually quite difficult, which actually is slightly less consistent to do than I thought it would be. But even still, at least it has that 3-shot potential, unlike the Holger, I'd say. So let's check out some of the ranges then, shall we? Let's go to 20 meters first. And it doesn't drop off at all, which is really useful, I would say. So at least at medium range it's still a 3-shot kill, I would say. And of course you do have to be slightly more accurate with it, just because of course you do have to hit certain parts of the body. And it never drops below 24 damage actually, so that's actually a really nice damage profile right there. Yeah, this is definitely, I would say, the best LMG in the game. For me, it's the ease of being a bit more aggressive with the better mobility and damage compared to the Holger. Makes it my sort of LMG, I would say. So yeah, if you want a slightly more aggressive LMG compared to the Holger, one that's better for kind of like pushing hard points and stuff, because although you will have to use an extended mag with this, because it does have a low ammo count, But other than that, it's actually a really fun one to use. I would highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a really fun one. Now let's get into the rank gameplay then, shall we? Okay, so the first loadout we have for you is the UL 736. So yeah, it is a range accuracy build. Again, it's an LMG, so that's where it mainly shines. Is the actually the more than medium range for this one because of the free shot potential of this one. So you could swap out, say, something like the OWC attack laser for something like the one of these extended barrels, of course. That's the only change I've made to this. Other than that, it was actually a really fun one to use aggressively. So yeah, we have the monolithic suppressor for the science ability and plus 25% damage at range. We have the YKM light stop for the plus 20 ADS movement speed. We have the OWC attack laser for minus 8% ADS time and minus 9.2% ADS bullet spread. And we have the ground laser grip tape for minus 11.6% ADS bullet spread. And finally we have the 50 round reload for the plus 20 mag capacity. Okay, so the next one we have to look at is this SKS. Now in terms of the actual, let's check out the katana skin first, shall we? And it's got some alright colour to it. Honestly, not my kind of skin. It's got some decent animation, so I'm going to give it about a 5.5 out of 10. Here is I think it's the Port Nova skin. I think it's kind of meant to be like almost a spaceman or like a high-speed jet driver. But yeah, as tradition, my screen will now disconnect, of course. And then here we have the SKS skin. It's a really cool futuristic kind of theme. Again, maybe if you stick a camo on this, it might look slightly better. Honestly, again, there is some nice blue on it, but other than that, it's not really my kind of skin. As I said before, I prefer the more colourful skins, but still, it's a really nice skin, I would say. And considering it's in a 1CP crate, which actually it's not anymore in the game, but if you could have got it in a 1CP crate, which means you could have got it in a 1CP, it's pretty good, I would say, for a 1CP crate. And it's going to get a 7 out of 10 from me, I would say. Of course, again, it is on the SKS as well, which it also gives it plus points. So now, in terms of the SKS, of course, widely regarded as one of, if not the most powerful gun. And of course, it's not very beginner friendly, which is why it doesn't appear on a lot of people's top 5. Or it doesn't appear. It appears near the top, but it doesn't appear on the top of most people's top 5 list, just because you do have to be quite accurate to use this properly. And if you're not, then you won't do very well at all. Which I found out the hard way on picking it back up, because I had a decent time with it before. And it wasn't like it was the worst in the world, but you do have to kind of get used to it a bit before you're able to use it properly. But yeah, I did have a lot of fun with it. I hit some nasty headshots, because of course it's a guaranteed one-shot headshot. So when you slide around the corner and see someone there, and you do hit that one-shot headshot, it's kind of really satisfying and kind of like relief almost. And it's actually got a decent fire rate, which is what makes it so powerful as well. But yeah, I really did enjoy using this one. I don't think the hip fire is very good on it though, so let's have a look. Yep, as you can see, let's quickly check out the hip fire on this. Okay, I forgot to reset it. I didn't even hit the front one, I hit the back one there, I think. Damn. As you can see, not very reliable, so I only ever hit fire if you are really up close and you are struggling to hit your shots. Like face to face. And even then it's really inconsistent, of course. Now it's moderate recoil, but it's nothing you can't control. Of course it is semi-automatic, so that is to be expected that the recoil is easy to control. So now here are, of course, the damage numbers. So we have the 48, 54, 60, 120. So you do have to hit the upper to make a guaranteed 2-shot or 1 headshot. Okay, it does not look like it drops off even at this range. Okay, so at least out to 40 meters, it has 0 damage drop off at all, which is actually really nice. Just so you get the peace of mind and the consistency of that 2-shot kill. I think the monolithic suppressor and its light extended barrel does help with that. So yeah. The one thing I would say is that if you are slightly more accurate and you do not need the disable perk, which is highly recommended of course, then I would say switch that out for an extended mag, because sometimes if you do have to spam your shots a little bit, if there's like multiple people or something, then you will run out of ammo with only 11. Well, how much is it? 20 bullets. Actually, that's not too bad, but still, I would say put an extended mag on it if that's the only other attachment I would ever add onto this gun. Or maybe FMJ instead of disabled actually as well, depending on whether you want to use shoot through walls or not. But yeah, overall, nice skin and of course a very powerful gun. I would highly recommend checking this out if you haven't already. And yeah, now let's get to of course the SKS ranked gameplay. Okay, so here's the second loadout, which will be my SKS loadout. As you can see, it is a it's a marksman rifle. So as you can see, we've improved the mobility as much as possible without decreasing the hip flinch. just because this is of course a marksman rifle, so we want to increase the mobility as much as possible. And then in terms of the range, we want to improve the range as much as possible, or as much as we can without decreasing the mobility too much, because we have because it does have a limited 2-shot range, so you want to increase the 2-shot range out to as far as you can. So yeah, this was actually a really fun one to use. So yeah, we have the monolithic suppressor for the silence ability and plus 25% damage at range. We have the MIP extended light barrel for the plus 20% ADS, plus 20% damage at range, minus 10% vertical recoil, minus 20% hit flinch, and minus 8% horizontal recoil. We have the no stock for the minus 15% ADS time, plus 3% movement speed, and plus 20% ADS movement speed. We have the disable perk for the slowing down of enemies when you do hit mark on them with this weapon. So yeah, and then finally we have the stipple grip tape for the minus 5% ADS time and minus 15% sprint to fire delay. Okay, and then the final of the 3 crates that we did get decent, or we opened up all of, or got decent luck, is of course the Days of Summer crate, I think it's called, or something, or Summer Vibes crate, or something like that. Which of course, let's quickly check out this. The crossbow first, of course, gets negative points for it being on the crossbow. So I'm going to say about a 1 out of 10. No, not 1 out of 10 even. Oh, damn, that was a nice shot. Oh, nice. But yeah, not the best on the crossbow, honestly. So definitely about a 4 out of 10, I would say, for this skin. It's got some decent animation to it, but that's about everything I was going for it. Should have shot a bit before, I think. Nice. Anyway, yeah. Interesting, decent skin. I would just say it's better if it was on something else, I would say. Here is, I think it's the Wraith skin. It's actually got some decent colours, this one. And as you do know, I do not like my character skins too vibrant, otherwise they do stand out. And this one kind of fits that. It does have some grey on it, but most of it is coloured, honestly. So yeah, definitely a decent character skin, I would say. Yeah, definitely a decent character skin. Maybe not definitely worth going for. And then finally we have, of course, the Odin skin. The character skin gets about a 6 out of 10 in my opinion, honestly. And then finally we have the Odin skin. Sadly, unfortunately, no custom iron sights. As you can see, this is a very big simp skin. It does have an anime girl on the side. So yeah, a lot of people I think will like this one, or would have liked this one if it's still in the game. Of course, it's not actually in the game anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, in terms of Odin skins, I definitely have better Odin skins with the mythic, and I think this is the demon one as well. So yeah, but yeah, I actually do like this skin. Yeah, let's go at a 7.5 out of 10 from me, honestly. And then finally, in terms of the actual Odin, it's not really my kind of gun. You have to play slightly more passive with it. I have tried to build out to make it as aggressive as possible, but it's definitely more of a medium to long range gun, just because of that slower fire rate. And it's again like the SKS, it has it's more of a high skill jet weapon, because you do have to be more accurate because of course of that lower fire rate of the gun. But yeah, here is the hip fire. As you can see, it's absolutely atrocious. I don't even know which one I hit there. Okay, so it's actually on here. It's not too bad, but it did start to spread out there a bit. So it's going to get about a 6 out of 10. Let's go. Of course, it decided this wants to disconnect, so I'll wait quickly for it to reconnect before we do the damage numbers. Oh yeah, here is the recoil. Again, because of the slower fire rate, it has a lot more of an easier to control recoil. So yeah, now here are the damage numbers. So we have 48, 57, 72. So you have to hit upper body or headshots, or at least one upper body or one headshot to make it a a guaranteed 2 shots. But yeah, which actually isn't too bad up at close to medium range, I would say. So yeah, definitely an interesting one. Again, there you go. So the only change I've made is if you want to an overpowered, really long range build, then I'll say maybe swap out the monolithic suppressor for the Colossus suppressor, just because. And that's only if you don't mind losing a whole bunch of mobility, which would really make it a kind of like sit and hold head glitches kind of gun. So finally we have 36. .43 ASL. So yeah, definitely loses its charm, but still pretty decent damage even throughout there. So I believe it's a guaranteed 3 shots all the way out there. But other than that, it was an interesting one to use, I would say. Definitely more a passive gun. And yeah, now let's get into, of course, the Odin ranked gameplay. Okay, and my final loadout here is the Odin loadout. As you can see, actually range build. Yeah, definitely an interesting one. It was actually quite fun to use. Of course, it being better at longer ranges, you want to try and improve as much at the close range. So I didn't decrease the mobility too much, just because it does suffer at the close range. But you also want to improve it at long range as well, just because that's where it shines. So yeah, we have the monolithic suppressor for the science ability and plus 25% damage at range. We have the YKM light stock for the plus 20 ADS movement speed. And we have my recording software disconnecting like it always does. We have the OWC tac laser for my 8% ADS time and my 9.2% ADS bullet spread. We have the extended mag A for plus 5 mag capacity. And finally we have the granulated grip tape for my 11.6% ADS bullet spread.